a lot of criticism has been heaped upon what is called today the ultra-Orthodox communities, or in Hebrew in Israel, the Haredi communities, the Hasidic communities, as to why we don't see members of this community participate in the Yom HaShoah commemorations, the official public ceremonies. Now, I want to clarify something which is obvious, but sometimes even the obvious needs to be said. Hitler made no difference between a Haredi, Hasidic, non-Hasidic, secular Jew. He hated every Jew equally, and every Jew was affected. We are all children of survivors, second or third generation. So obviously, the pain and the memory is equally there. But the issue is as follows. When the original organizers of the Yom HaShoah arbitrarily decided on a date, which is on the 25th of Nisan, rabbis met with them and asked them to postpone it just a week. Reason? It's the month of Nisan. The month of Nisan says Shulchan Aruch, the code of Jewish law, even the kids of Shulchan Aruch that anybody could pick up and read, that this is a month of celebration. It's a month where mourning is not to be emphasized. Obviously, if somebody, God forbid, has a death in the family, it has to do mourning. But even the funeral, we won't say eulogies. There's no Molekil Molorachim, except for on Pesach, the second day. There is no Kil Molorachamim said. There's no fasting for sad moments during this month. It's a moment of simcha, it's a month of celebration. And he asked, 1 week later is the month of Iyar, where is the month of mourning, where we mourn the death of the students of the Talmidim, the students of Rabbi Akiva. Unfortunately, and for no proper reason, they refuse to change, which obviously makes it very uncomfortable for the Haredi Jew, for the ultra-Orthodox, to participate because it's against halacha. But how do we participate? So I'll tell you the Rebbe's message. Years ago, I think in the early 50s, someone had a great idea. Hitler, Yemach Shemo v'Zechor, murdered 1 million children. Pesach is all about V'gadat Olavincha. Tell your child. Respond to your child. It's a time when we focus on the 4 children. All the children who are there at the Seder. But unfortunately, 1 million children will not be at the Seder. So they had a very interesting idea. Every Jewish family, every Seder table should have 1 empty chair to commemorate, to remind us about the 1 million children who are not at the Seder table. Beautiful idea. And the Rebbe said, the idea is phenomenal, but I will not support it. Why? And I said, what are you going to accomplish with it? By having an empty chair. Just remember. Remembering has to come with action, with something positive. And there the Rebbe said, instead of having an empty chair, go out and at every Jewish family, every Jewish Seder, find a child, the 5th child. Who is this 5th child, says the Rebbe? Well, the 4 children, the wise, the wicked, the simple, and even the total ignoramus. What they have in common, at least, they are at the Seder. They're present. They're sitting at this Pesach experience. Unfortunately, there are those children that are not even coming to a Seder, are not aware of a Seder, are oblivious to anything Jewish. Every Jewish home, says the Rebbe, should make sure to find 1 child like this and add this 5th chair and tell them, yes, this is in commemoration of the million children who are not at the Seder. This is the Rebbe. This is the proper way to remember. The proper way to remember is not by an empty chair. The proper way to remember is by filling the gap. And as somebody said, that while Hitler searched every Jew with the candle, or actually I say with the darkness of hatred, the Rebbe response is, let's find every Jew with the bright, shining light of Ahavas Yisrael. This is the response. And with this, we will certainly not have to commemorate Yom HaShoah, but we will have Yom HaGeula, the ultimate day of redemption with Mashiach.